Liss, a Venezuelan plus-size model based in Great Britain, has risen as a beacon of body positivity and inclusivity in the fashion industry. Her journey is one of resilience, determination, and an unyielding passion for self-expression through fashion. From her roots in Venezuela to her current life in the UK, she has become a well-known name, particularly as an ambassador for Fashion Nova Curve, a brand that embraces diversity and aims to empower women of all sizes. Growing up in Venezuela, Liss was no stranger to the pressures of beauty standards that often glorified slim bodies. Venezuela is known for producing beauty queens and models who fit the conventional standards of thinness and Eurocentric features. However, Liss's body type was different, and from a young age, she became aware of how society viewed plus-size women. The constant barrage of media showcasing unrealistic body standards, coupled with the cultural expectation to conform, led her to question her self-worth at times. Despite these challenges, Liss always had a love for fashion, which became an outlet for her self-expression. Instead of succumbing to the pressures around her, she decided to embrace her body and find beauty in the uniqueness of her curves. Her early experiences in Venezuela shaped Liss into a woman who was determined to break through societal boundaries. She understood that beauty comes in all shapes and sizes, and that everyone deserves representation. She found herself inspired by the burgeoning body-positive movements worldwide, particularly in countries where size inclusivity was starting to gain traction. This led her to begin her career in modeling, a field that, despite its progress, still held many barriers for plus-size women, particularly women of color. When Liss relocated to Great Britain, she found new opportunities to expand her career. The UK, known for being a melting pot of cultures and ideas, provided her with the chance to truly embrace her identity as a Venezuelan plus-size woman and a model. She was able to network with photographers, designers, and brands who were eager to collaborate with someone so dynamic and unapologetically herself. This also allowed her to grow her platform, reaching a more global audience and inspiring many others along the way. One of the major turning points in Liss's career came when she became an ambassador for Fashion Nova Curve. Fashion Nova, a brand that has taken the fashion industry by storm, prides itself on offering trendy, affordable clothing for women of all body types. The Curve line, in particular, is dedicated to plus-size women, providing them with stylish options that are often missing from mainstream fashion retailers. As an ambassador for this line, Liss has played an instrumental role in promoting the idea that fashion should be inclusive and that curvy women deserve to feel confident and stylish in their clothes. Liss's partnership with Fashion Nova has allowed her to showcase not only the brand's designs, but also her vibrant personality and unique sense of style. She often models outfits that accentuate her curves, and through her work, she sends a clear message: confidence is key, and every woman should have the freedom to express herself, regardless of her size. Her social media presence, which has grown significantly over the years, has become a platform where she interacts with her fans, shares fashion tips, and promotes body positivity. Liss's followers often comment on how her confidence inspires them to embrace their own bodies and feel more comfortable in their skin. While Liss's journey as a model has been rewarding, it hasn't been without challenges. The fashion industry, despite its progress in recent years, still grapples with inclusivity. There are still fewer opportunities for plus-size models compared to their straight-size counterparts, and breaking into high fashion remains particularly difficult for women of larger sizes. However, Liss is committed to pushing the boundaries and advocating for more representation. She understands the importance of visibility and how it can inspire the next generation of models and women who are looking for role models who look like them. In addition to her work with Fashion Nova Curve, Liss has collaborated with various other brands that champion inclusivity. Her career highlights the growing recognition of the purchasing power of plus-size women and their desire for fashionable, high-quality clothing. She is also a voice for diversity in other aspects, as she proudly represents her Latin American heritage. Liss often shares stories from her upbringing in Venezuela, blending her cultural identity with her work in fashion. Her dual identity as a Venezuelan in Great Britain gives her a unique perspective, allowing her to connect with a wide array of followers from different backgrounds. Beyond fashion, Liss is passionate about using her platform for advocacy. She is vocal about the importance of mental health, particularly for women who have struggled with body image issues. Growing up in an environment where her body was constantly scrutinized made Liss acutely aware of how detrimental these societal pressures can be to mental health. She has spoken openly about her own experiences with self-doubt and how she overcame those feelings by learning to love herself and rejecting the harmful beauty standards that once made her feel inadequate. Her message is clear: women should not feel pressured to fit into a mold, and beauty is not defined by size. Her advocacy work doesn't stop at body positivity and mental health. As a Venezuelan woman living abroad, Liss also keeps a close eye on the issues affecting her home country. Venezuela has faced significant political and economic turmoil in recent years, and like many of her compatriots living in the diaspora, Liss is deeply connected to her roots. She often uses her platform to raise awareness about the challenges facing Venezuelans, from the humanitarian crisis to the struggles faced by migrants and refugees. By amplifying these issues, Liss hopes to bring attention to the resilience of the Venezuelan people and encourage her followers to support organizations working on the ground. Despite her success, Liss remains humble and grounded, crediting much of her growth to the support of her family and friends. She often speaks about the importance of having a strong support system, especially for women working in industries that can be as tough as fashion. Her close-knit family has been a source of strength for her, and she frequently expresses gratitude for the values they instilled in her from a young age, values like hard work, compassion, and self-belief. These principles have guided her through her career and personal life, allowing her to navigate the ups and downs with grace. Liss's story is a testament to the power of perseverance and the importance of self-acceptance. As a plus-size model of Latin descent, she has broken down barriers in an industry that hasn't always been welcoming to women like her. Through her work, she continues to challenge outdated norms and inspire a more inclusive vision of beauty. Her influence extends far beyond her modeling career. She is a role model for women worldwide, particularly those who have felt marginalized by society's narrow definitions of beauty. As she continues to grow her career, Liss is dedicated to expanding her reach and finding new ways to make an impact. She hopes to collaborate with more brands that are committed to inclusivity and to eventually start her own line of clothing that caters specifically to plus-size women. Fashion, she believes, should be accessible to everyone, and she is determined to create a space where all women can find clothes that make them feel beautiful and confident. Looking to the future, Liss is excited about the possibilities that lie ahead. She dreams of using her platform to further empower women, not only through fashion, but also through meaningful conversations about self-love, body positivity, and mental health. She wants to continue breaking barriers and opening doors for the next generation of plus-size women, especially those from underrepresented backgrounds. Liss believes that everyone deserves to be seen, heard, and celebrated for who they are, and she is committed to using her influence to make the world a more inclusive place. In the ever-evolving world of fashion, Liss is a trailblazer, a woman who has taken the road less traveled and carved out a space for herself in an industry that is slowly but surely changing. Her journey from Venezuela to Great Britain, from a young girl questioning her worth to a confident, empowered model, serves as an inspiration to all. Liss is more than just a model. She is a symbol of resilience, self-love, and the power of representation. Through her work with Fashion Nova Curve and beyond, she continues to pave the way for a more inclusive future in fashion, one where beauty is truly celebrated in all its forms. Liss's journey is far from over, as she continues to build on her successes and advocate for a more inclusive fashion industry. Her vision extends beyond modeling. She dreams of creating a world where beauty standards are more reflective of the diversity in women's bodies. With her growing influence, she is determined to shape the narrative for plus-size women, particularly women of color, who have often been overlooked in mainstream fashion. Her future projects will likely involve further collaboration with inclusive brands, expanding her platform for advocacy, and perhaps even launching her own fashion line. Liss remains committed to empowering others, fostering body positivity, and challenging societal norms. As she continues to make her mark on the fashion world, her impact will be felt by generations of women who see in her a reflection of their own beauty and potential.